just took a quick look here, make sure I'm recording. Saturday morning, September 9th, or excuse me, September 3rd. A little bit after 10, got off work a little early, came in, worked 4 hours. Now I'm going to enjoy my ride home. You see all the trucks over there are all parked for the weekend. Holiday weekend. Didn't mind coming in, working 4 hours. I got the rest of my weekend now. So, go for a little bike ride here. I don't know what the temp is now. It's warming up. It's humid. This morning when I left the house, it was 70 degrees at 5 o'clock in the morning. And humid. You could just see the humidity in the air. It's still humid, and now it's warming up. I think we're supposed to go 88 today. You know, it's September, and we can still get them warm days. I've seen warm days like that in October. And then I've seen it snow 2 days later. So, but, man, oh man, I'm ready for fall. Spring and fall are my favorite times of the year. You know, spring is kind of magical because everything's turning green, everything's blooming, everything's waking up from the winter slumber. But for me, I really like, you know, the temperatures, you know, cooler temperatures. If it's, you know, 30, 40 degrees, I'll still ride the bike. Fall, I really like fall because, you know, the fall colors, and after the heat of the summer, it's nice to get them, you know, 40, 50 degree days. I like that. I've never been one to, I don't like the heat. Let's see, all right, I got a green light. Traffic's not too bad this morning. It's a holiday weekend, so a lot of people are off. Labor Day weekend. A lot of people are off. A lot of people get to sleep in. I get to sleep in tomorrow and Monday. So I did a little video of the ride in this morning in the dark to kind of show how my lights on my bike work and everything, but I didn't have my camera aimed right. Here we go, I got the walk sign. See if this guy waits for me. Thank you. So I didn't like the way it came out, so I'm not going to post that one. I didn't have the camera aimed right, so I got to redo it. Unfortunately, when I take the camera, I have to take the camera on and off my helmet to change the battery, and there's no way of getting it back in the same spot. You don't know where to put it. So the only thing I can do is put it on my head, kind of look in the mirror, and kind of try to aim it that way. Well, I had it a little too low, so most of the ride in, you don't really see anything. All you see is the ground right in front of me, and I didn't like that. So that one will get deleted, and we'll do it again one morning. But it is kind of cool. You know, the day's getting shorter now. I don't get light here till about 6:30. So when I left at 5 o'clock, it was still dark. I love all these sunflowers. Yeah, it sure beats what I normally have for a ride home during the week. Usually lots of traffic. This is kind of nice. It'll be nice riding through the neighborhood. Like, only part of my route is on main roads. Pretty soon I'll be turning off, and then it's all residential. Come on, car, what are you doing? You see me? Nope, looking down at his phone. I always got my fingers on my brake levers. You never know. Motorists just don't respect bicyclists. Let alone e-bikers. It's kind of funny, wherever I go when I'm riding around, some people really dig the e-bikes. You know, a lot of times people ask, you've got a green light, people will ask me to stop, and they'll ask me a bunch of questions, and you know, there's a curiosity about them. And then there's other people that just, I don't know why, but they just got an attitude about e-bikes, and I don't understand the logic there. Hello. You know, some people, I don't know. I don't know why they have an attitude about it. I don't know if it's because they think you're cheating, or you shouldn't be on the road, or I don't know what it is. You know, and as far as being on the road, even in Michigan, you have a right to be on the road. What the motorists don't understand is you have to share the road. Thank you. Like that guy, he had a yield sign. He stopped for me. That was cool. I'll give him a wave. Thank you. But a lot of people see a bicycle and they feel that you shouldn't be on the road, and so they don't show you any courtesy. You can never assume anything. You just, I don't know. You just have to kind of go with the flow. But for the most part, most of my encounters are good. You know, especially, you know, like me, it's like riding this bike. I take the same route back and forth to work every day, and so people are starting to recognize me. They see me all the time, and I get waves from people. You know, one day I passed an older gentleman, you know, when I say older, my age, you know, and he's on a pedal bike. And so we came up to a stoplight, and here's that stop sign that, see, nobody coming. I can look, I just go. Anyway, so we stopped at an intersection, and he caught up to me, and we started chit-chatting, and we just, not about anything in particular. Of course, you know, he was asking me questions about my bike, and, you know, how much, that kind of a thing. It's always the three questions you get on an e-bike. How much, how fast, and how far. And it doesn't always come in that order, but I'll guarantee you, if you're going to get asked questions, those are the three questions that you're going to get asked. So anyway, I just decided, you know what? I'm on no timeline, and I just slowed down and rode along with them, and we just kind of talked for a little bit, you know. Come to find out, he's a pretty nice guy, and he didn't live too far from where I live, and you know, he told me about his bicycle, and he had a nice bike. I can't remember what brand it was. He paid a lot of money for it, you know. You know, he enjoys it. Like me, it's like, we went right by his house on my way home, and he had a really cool classic car in the driveway and a couple of other cars, you know. So, but like me, he just enjoys riding this bike and saving money on gas and being outdoors and fresh air and all that. Holy crap, there's a lot of glass here. So it's like I was telling you earlier, most of the time when I ride to work, it's cooler in the morning and I pedal. But after work, I usually, you know, during the week, of course, I get off much later than this. You know, I might have had a long day, might be a little tired, it gets a little warm. And so I know I have enough battery, so I just, like I'm doing right now, I'm just using the throttle. And I'm not maxed out. I'm not going as fast as I can go. See, right now I'm doing 28. And it's, you know what, it's fine. I don't have to be going crazy fast. A lot of guys modify their e-bikes, you can get a lot more speed out of them. That's okay, if that's what they're into, that's what they want to do. But right now, for me at this point, that's not something, oh, that's a rough patch of road. That's not something that I really want to do. I mean, the 30 mile an hour on this thing, okay, and let's be honest, the 30 miles an hour indicated on the speedometer of an aerial rider, it is not accurate. 30 mile an hour, I'm probably doing 28, so, or 26. We're gonna let this semi go so I don't die. And I'm a truck driver, I'm a semi driver, so I know what that guy's going through. He probably didn't even see me there. Here you go, a Bird scooter at the bar. So you can buy your rental scooter, ride it to the bar, and get hammered. I wonder if they give you a ticket for driving drunk on a scooter. But yeah, I don't really see any need to modify this bike for increased speed. It works just fine the way it is. I'm happy with it. The only thing that I will do at one point is, and this is something that I've been doing my homework on and trying to figure out what I'm going to do, is I am going to add another battery to it just in case I want to go farther than what I go without having to pedal. I don't know, I've yet to run out of battery. I've yet to get stranded. You know, most of the time I ride this back and forth to work. It's 13 miles round trip, and even just using throttle all the way home. By the time I get home, I'll still have 3 bars on the battery. So, you know, I never run out of battery. It's just that if I ever wanted to go for a longer distance, I could. But, you know, like I say, for what it is, it's fine. See, I love this road. I can take this almost all the way to work. I got this little safe area here. It's a slow speed limit. There's not a lot of traffic. You know, it's only 25 to 30 miles an hour, depending on where, you know, what section of road you're in. Imagine this park is going to be busy this weekend. People will be out here doing their cookouts and stuff. Let's see, so how many miles I got on the aerial? I got 837 on it right now. Coming up on my 1,000-mile mark. I did a review, 500 miles. I'll do another one at 1,000 miles. The bike has been flawless. I don't know if I'm just lucky or what, but I mean, the bike has been flawless. I haven't had any issues with it. I did go, I don't know how long I rode it. A couple hundred miles maybe. And then I went around and I tightened everything. I mean, anything that could have possibly come loose. I checked my wheel bolts and, wheel nuts rather, and made sure all those were tight. And I just snugged everything up, and I've not had anything come loose. I've not had any problems. Guy that lives along here somewhere, one of these houses on the end, and might be that one, and he's got an e-bike too, and we'll wave at each other when I go by. One of these days I'm going to stop and chat with him. I think he's got an electric brand, a folder. These roads in the sub here are pretty rough. Now, pretty soon all the trees are going to start turning. Especially since it's been such a dry year. We've been in a drought a long time. I don't know, July, August. It might have started before that. We started out with everything just crazy green, and you were cutting your grass twice a week to now you can skip weeks. And I don't water my grass, I'm sorry, I just ain't doing it. I ain't paying all that money to water my grass. It just goes dormant. It'll come back in the spring. Remember, it used to be super green, now it's just brown, but it's just dormant. Alright. Thanks for riding along with me. If you like what I do on my rides and things I talk about, like, subscribe, and comment. If you have questions, ask them. I answer my comments. I have no trouble at all helping people out. So that's it for today. I'll talk to you on the next one.